You know it's hard out here for a pimp. You know, in that movie Hustle and Flow, right? Terrence Howard, well, the main character, he gives his cassette near the end to Ludacris, right? Who's like a famous rapper in that movie. And Ludacris just throws it in the toilet, and Terrence Howard gets all pissed and beats the shit out of him. Well, you remember the movie Crash? There's a scene where Terrence Howard is like driving away from the TV studio he works at. He's all pissed off. He's some pussy ass black dude, right? And Ludacris is like a thug, and he goes up to rob his vehicle, and Terrence Howard like doesn't put up with it at all and just beats the shit out of him in that movie too. I just thought it was a wacky coincidence. I don't know. I think it's wacky. Do y'all use butt wipes? Like a guy I used to work with, this was years ago at Taco Bell. He's the type of guy who would button the very top button on his shirt. He would bring his own wipes in his pockets because he just refused to use the toilet paper. And I mean, I can almost understand, because toilet paper in most fast food restaurants is barely even toilet paper. But I don't know. I just thought it was fucking gay. And I like how companies now are like spending huge amounts of money to market these butt wipes as masculine, you know? You might as well be using like a douche in your asshole, you pussy bitch. Like, dude, our ancestors would use what? Leaves or animal pelts or just their bare hands? And you're here needing fucking dude's butt sheet wipes or gentleman's cleansing sheets so your ass doesn't feel dry and itchy. And don't you even feel weird, though, like having your asshole all moist? It sounds like it's the perfect way to grow mold in there, you know? I don't know. Maybe all butt wipe users like just having a wet butt, a wet taint. Also, I don't see. Yeah, I was saying the word douche. I don't see calling a person douche as an insult. You know, like think about it. What is a douche supposed to do? It cleans, right? So if you're calling someone a douche, you're actually telling them that they're good at keeping things clean. Like, oh wow, Sharon, the floors are spotless. You are quite the douche. So yeah, I feel like it should be more of a compliment than even an insult. You know, I'm sitting in my room with a needle in my hand, waiting for the tomb of some old dying man. Pull the butt wipe out of your ass. Hey, I remember when I worked at the home improvement depot type store, there was this chick in the paint department that was like hot as fuck, dude. Like so hot, you're wondering why she even worked there. But whenever you saw like she's from Mexican, so you're like, okay, yeah, your family's probably poor, you need to work, right? Anyways, I would be too shy to talk to her. And also, I think English was her second language, so yeah, I didn't really have any pickup lines in Spanish. I think the only word I could say in Spanish was broke. Or I had a joke there, it didn't work out. So I would pass by the paint desk right where she worked, and I would wink at her, and she'd actually wink back, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna slow build this, right? I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna be like the Dallas Cowboys with this shit. Like, oh, you know, this might be our year, but if it's not this year, it's next year. And if not that year, then the year after. And if not that year, then the next year or the next year. Okay, so during me doing my winking thing, a buddy of mine there found her Instagram handle, and holy shit, she posted some rowdy, provocative, sexy ass pics, right? Kind of like the ones the OnlyFans girls post as the teasers, and then they'll have their like link there, you know. Gosh, she's so fucking hot. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and talk to her, right? Okay. So one day I went up to her. I took the time to tell her like, oh, you know, you're so beautiful, and she's like, oh, thank you so much. And I don't really recall what we talked about, right? I think that might have been all I said just to break the ice, and then, you know, do my whole slow game process. Anyways, I think that was like on a Thursday, and then I was off the weekend for whatever reason. And the next week came about, and the next time I worked for my shift, which I think it was Tuesday, I saw a photo of her in the break room, and it said that it was in memoriam. And from what I pieced together, sometime during the weekend, she had gotten out from work really late one night, like around midnight, and was driving home and was just in a terrible car accident and just died instantly. And dude, after I heard about that, I was pretty shook, man. I thought, man, could I have like maybe spoken to her longer, found some way to alter the timeline, like she'd be alive, like, pull some Ashton Kutcher shit and have my nose start bleeding, Worst thing about this is like I've struggled to like look at her Instagram now. I mean, okay, I kind of struggle, but it's like my dick in my brain having a huge conflict of interest. Man, it sucks when really attractive women die. Once took a Texan to a wedding. Once took a Texan to a wedding. I took a man to a graveyard. Worthless, you're worthless, worthless. I saw that Billie Eilish had released her second scent, right? I remember buying her first scent for Linda. I think she said she liked it, and the second scent's out, and it's the container that holds the perfume is kind of shaped like Billie Eilish's boobs, right? And I'm wondering if the scent is just like her boob scent. Like, do boobs give off scents? Like a pheromone. Hey, ladies, leave your comments down below if your boobs have a particular scent. And I mean like a natural one, not from adding, I don't know, barbecue sauce to them or whatever. Although, that does sound delicious, like putting some fucking Sweet Baby Rays on a pair of puppies. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. Okay, so back in 2016, right, and this was here in San Antonio, there was a mattress store that was having a sale during September 11th. And the sale is you can get any size mattress for the price of a twin, right? Well, the manager in a commercial is telling, you, the audience, the deal. And behind her is a couple associates who are in front of two towers of mattresses, right? And she's excited with the deal. She waves her hands back. She knocks the two associates that are behind her over. And they hit the two towers of mattresses, and they fall back. And she starts screaming, and in terror. And after she's done screaming, she calms down really quickly, and she's like, "Never forget." Okay, now I find this hilarious for very many reasons. If you could already tell why. The manager had to obviously pull the commercial, and she went on this rowdy apologetic tour on the media to just say, "Oh no, it was all in good fun." It just, she had to apologize for how tasteless it was, and the store, got phone threats, vandalized, and eventually went out of business from this. Which I kind of feel bad, because if you remember the deal, any size mattress for the price of a twin, it's actually a pretty damn good deal. And I love a good deal and a good tone deaf joke. No, but for real, this all seriously happened. Like, go to YouTube and just look up 9/11 mattress commercial. Oh boy, you're in for a treat when you watch that. It's great. Also, while you're there, I sang that song "Worthless" earlier. It's from the feature-length animation, The Brave Little Toaster. Man, God, I love that movie. That shit goes hard as fuck. I don't know if The Brave Little Toaster was queer, like a lot of people say. I'm pretty sure the blanket though was might have been, cisgender. I don't know. I don't know what people say. It's just a good movie. Except the sequel. The sequel's not all that. Also, I was researching some stuff on Wikipedia, a little while ago, and I keep getting like their sob story in my face about how, oh, we never asked for money, and if you could just give $2.75 so the site can keep going, if you've even gotten a morsel of information from us, anything, donations could help keep it alive. And it's like, bro, I don't even round up my change to give to real charities, like March of Dimes or that bitch Susan Komen. But the pop-up asking me for a donation, telling me I'll never run ads is essentially an ad. Like, dude, just get ads. We as a society obviously don't care if we watch a million ads during our shit or click on them or anything like that. Like, get off your high horse, Wikipedia. And if you need to, like, whatever, enable cookies and go ahead and track all my info and sell it like TikTok to the Chinese, like, yeah, know that I'm into feet or knife knife fetishes. Maybe you can use that money to get some, Wikipedia company fact checkers and make Wikipedia a bit better of a source, and I can actually reference it on my research paper. And yeah, talking about those big ass charities that just use your money to fund their lavish white people lifestyles and shit. I think of like that woman Elizabeth Holmes. I mean, not that she was a charity. She had that like blood machine that was gonna test for everything and change the world, like a real idea. But she didn't have a idea, But she used her sexy deep voice to con us all. God, I love a deep voiced woman like Cher, Man, it's in his kiss. Oh yeah, it's in his kiss. Yeah, man, deep voiced woman just know how to get shit done. None of these punk ass Alvin and the Chipmunks sounding bitches. Those are gross. But yeah, I guess that's today's show. Remember that tomorrow is never promised. So hug your loved ones and message that chick or dude that you are too scared to message, And yeah, don't use butt wipes. I don't have any time. There's just so many reasons to list to not use them. So yeah, don't use wipes unless I don't know, like you need a moist towelette to wipe the ex's honey barbecue sauce from your mouth and her breasts. And be careful making 9/11 jokes unless you're a deep voiced woman. Then go ahead and do anything you want, you goddess. Alright, take care.